Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Alright, we're back with part 2. We're in episode 2 now. It's called Taken. There might be a small portion of part 1 that's muted because it got a copyright claim, but it also blocked it in some regions. So I told them just to I went through YouTube just to edit and mute that specific section. It's like 10 seconds and there's really no audio there except for the noise of a door shutting, so it's not that big of a deal. I think the end songs at the end of a chapter are copyrighted too, but I had already muted that. But just the unfortunate sides of some of the copyright stuff. But yeah, we're back. We're ready to move on here. This is a flashback now from 3 years ago, but there are still collectibles even in these. So we're going to pick all of those up as well. But yeah, man. Excited to continue. I looked it up too, the ragdoll thing that's bugged or when you kill enemies. That's actually part of the newest update on the PC version. Well, the last one that they had at least. So there's nothing I can really do about that. And then the transparent grass is apparently like that if you don't use the MSAA. So I switched all that around, so maybe that's fixed now. But alright, let's pick up the 2 collectibles in this chapter.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
They're like the perfect couple. Alan writes the books. Alice does all the photography and imagery. Alright, we also have a manuscript in this area. There might be multiple manuscripts. There's all these QR codes everywhere. I wonder what they actually do. He's got 2 golden pistols. This might be 2 different pages. Yeah, it is.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
So yeah, if that sounds familiar, it's the voice actor for Max Payne. I think that's actually a line from Max Payne 2, maybe? So the sudden stop is basically just like an alternate Max Payne story.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
There's both of those. It's got a lot of continuous books here. Yeah, those are everything we can pick up in this part of the game. Let's get the coffee ready. They have a nice penthouse, though.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Jeez, it's a blizzard.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Probably the worst
I'm
game
right
to be
here,
in if
baby.
you're scared of the dark.
I'm fine. Just get the lights
Dude,
back
why
on.
is she always
now,
trashing Barry, though?
please.
Barry's awesome.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're
All
done
right, back
here.
to the present.
If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Am I examining? Oh, the fish.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Yeah, I guess so. Never really been a fishing guy myself. What else do we got in here? I don't think there's much to examine in this room. We do have a new sign we can get, though. Oh, there's that lady again. Yeah, this counts as one of these counts as a sign at least.
Thank you for testing the
Yeah,
website.
more and more people are going missing.
Seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Brett.
She's always reassuring.
Change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
And she
Mr.
just
Wake?
goes
the
around
sheriff is
town.
waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Goes around town reassuring everybody to fix their lights. But yeah, here's our next thermos. Got another manuscript here as well. Oh, this one didn't even bring me right to the page.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Yeah, we're familiar with the lady in the black dress.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
We're probably going to become suspect number 1 with Stucky. We were the last person that saw him.
The
I guess you could call him alive.
sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Yeah, I'm going. Anything over here?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me, I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here! Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounded like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
I mean, he seems like he's got everything in order, though. I would trust him. We have another manuscript right here.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Right, there's that. Let's head outside now.
The
We've got
early
another
morning
radio
light
station
hurt
coming
my
up.
eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Alright, before we do that, let's grab these two things here. Let's check in with Pat at the radio station.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Alright. Looks like Deerfest is going to be happening soon. There's our next manuscript page as well.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station.
I know, man. I'm just looking around.
There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Bust that fence down. Let's grab this.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Right.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Alright. Let's go meet up with Barry. I think we got another TV show showing up here.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Still just typing away.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle
All right,
the damage
Hartman.
the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a Swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Dude, everybody needs a sidekick like Barry. But yeah, I don't know why Alan hates Rose so much. Here's our next sign. I think we have a thermos behind Barry somewhere as well.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
I mean, yeah, that's actually exactly what happened.
Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
I don't really know what he wants us to say. Let's go check in on the officer here, or Rusty or whatever. See a park ranger.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
The what?
What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Oh, yeah, I know. I thought you were gonna say something different. Yeah, hopefully the dog recovers.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing, listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Barry's got to calm down, man. I mean, if it's just a hit on the head, then where did Alice go? Let's go give him this form.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Alright. I think they actually...
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Alright. What I was going to say, they actually let you drive in this game.
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their...
Kind of cut him off there.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al! Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again. Achoo!
Just sneezing up a storm here.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
God damn it, Barry. He's always struggling. Alright, we got a thermos over here. Let's grab this really quick. I mean, the other thing too with this game on Epic, some of the achievements don't actually work. So, because like, you've seen me kill 2 people with 1 shotgun shot 2 different times in part 1. Do we actually have to do this? No. I don't know why they even let us do that. But the achievement didn't pop. There's also one for just getting through the lumberyard after defeating Stucky. And that didn't work either. So, getting all the thermoses might not even unlock the achievement anyways. But we have another thermos back here. It's just weird because this remastered version has been out for a while and there's a ton of issues they just never fixed. But it does look like the transparent foliage may have been fixed with turning off DLSS. Maybe? It's kind of hard to tell because it seemed to only go transparent when it was up against the skybox.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al.
I'm surprised I can hear him. Yeah, I think this is when we can start driving, but we've got a manuscript page here.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
There's that. Do we got anything in here I can pick up? It resets your ammo and batteries every time you get to a new episode. Doesn't have like a persistent inventory.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Alright, never mind. There is a chapter that we do actually get to drive. I don't remember where it was though. Like how far into the game.
But I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Yeah, I do actually like the volumetric lighting changes though. It adds a lot to the graphics. Uh-oh, shit, we got crows again. One of our manuscripts in part 1 did talk about that. I think we have a radio in here. Do we have anything else though? Here we go.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Alright. They were just talking about a fishing competition. Probably should have done that first, but there's that one dude walking around outside. I'm pretty sure it's probably just scripted. Yeah, this is when things start happening, is at nighttime. It's always calm during the day. There's another chapter where they give you, like, a bit of exploration you can do during the day. Darkness is getting angry again. I think we have a TV show in here, but it's gonna be a Night Springs one, so I'll probably just edit that down a bit. Kick the door down. Nothing in there this time. Is there a light switch for this cabin? Yes, but it's busted. Alright, I'm gonna watch this. Shows are so bizarre. Oh, great. Hearing birds. Oh no, it's still transparent. A little bit. Doesn't look as transparent though. We have a manuscript page right there. We've got another one up here too. So one thing you'll realize about this game is there's a lot of story building. So there's a lot of story building between action sequences, but it's just the dialogue and the way the story's written is what makes the game interesting and what I really like about it. Oh wow, this is like a way far down the list.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Rose and Rusty, huh? Let's go pick up this one now.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Well, we've got bad news for Rusty. Right, here's the visitor center.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Well, we know it's not going to end well for him. But every time we get a headache, the world starts changing. There's another thermos. Hang on, Rusty. I have a manuscript to pick up.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Yep, that's not good. I think we have another thermos I can pick up really quick though. Yep, there it is. Rusty, you're just gonna have to hang on a little bit longer, buddy. You know what, to be honest, Rusty might already be turned. Now there he is.
Hello?
Not looking so great.
I'm back here! Hey, please help me!
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Got Max
Good boy.
sitting here having to be caged up. Yeah, that's the other interesting thing, is that they can actually read the manuscript pages as well. Things are unfolding just as they are written. Just another layer to the odd way everything's happening.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Alright, let's do it. I think there's another manuscript in here.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Alright. Where is the power switch here?
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Uh-oh.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with glowing patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Let's get rid of these. Oh, I heard Max. Oh, damn, that was a good throw. You can get them into these. There we go. Check in on Max.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
God damn it. They had to take out Max.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license.
Is that the doctor?
Obey! The park ranger's instructions.
Nope, it is Rusty.
At all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never. 2 bears and wolves never approach any other. Go closer than 25 yards. Yes, Bailey. Never leave your pet unattended.
God damn it, I hate that they have this super speed shit. They just sit there running. There we go.
Even simple berries.
See you later, Rusty. Oh, but it gives me that achievement. Alright, they're down. Let's refill our ammo here. Just knocking trees down. I think we can only go one way here.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Al, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Here's our next manuscript. Yeah, now Barry's starting to believe us.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Another one down. Thought I heard something for a second there. He always has to like fall onto the staircase before actually walking down it. Right, before we go this way, we have another chest.
The nature trail.
Moonshine Cave. Pretty sure there's a sign in here too. They have so many random places you can explore in this game. Here's our sign. You can get a shotgun too. Should come in handy. Oh, there's another achievement. Alright, let's head back. Alright, I'm just back at the sign. Now we can go the right way. Oh, great. You knocked the light out. Wonder if I can try to test this out again. Whoa, is there a third guy? Come on. I'm trying to blind him. I'm trying to line him up here. Oh, that was a waste of shotgun rounds. Maybe I'll get more, hopefully. But we have another manuscript page coming up here. Basically, you just move the opposite way of the signs. I think the enemies keep spawning in this part, though. Because they sometimes have infinite spawn points.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too. Knew a lot about what was going on in the town. Knew a lot about Al. Even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Yeah. The way Barry looked at Rose, we could tell he had a thing for her. Is there anything else up here for me to pick up? Like ammo or something? Uh-oh. It's starting to get windy. It's never a good sign. Anything up here? There we go. Some shotgun ammo. Oh, I actually I think on Nightmare you only regen health in light. Alright, we have another sign right here, too. We got a big guy. God, I was mid-dodge. Want these two a little bit closer here. Damn it. I hate that the shotgun doesn't have that much of a spread on it. Doesn't help that I already did the achievement, it just didn't work. I've just been getting achievements so far, so I'm thinking maybe it'll work this time. I don't think we have to go that way for anything. Actually, can they follow me across this bridge? This would be a pretty good choke point for it. Damn it. Why? It always goes through. Oh, they knocked the light out. Never mind. No, pressed the D-pad to switch my weapon, but it didn't work. I didn't notice the light was on a generator. So I thought I at least had some safety behind me. Now we're down to one shell again. We have a manuscript page right here.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
There we go. Then we have another really easy to miss coffee thermos, because it almost looks like it's out of bounds. I thought he was going to run off the edge trying to pick that up. Bear alert. That was one thing this game didn't really have. Other than the crows that attack you, it doesn't really have that many like shadow wildlife or anything. Alright, it's just me and the big guy. There we go. Anything over here? I think we can just keep going this way. Yeah, we got some stuff over here. I think we've got a thermos and a sign. Whoa, that thing's moving. History on this tree, stump's age. Right. There should be another checkpoint at least.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Agent Nightingale. Wonder how many characters we actually see return in Alan Wake 2. I know very little about the game. I only seen like one gameplay trailer for it because I didn't want to spoil myself too much. Oh great, a lift. These are always good in these kind of games. I wonder if they have outfits too. I think they do, because I got the deluxe edition of 2 and it did have a different suit. So I wonder if you can actually unlock this suit in that game, his original suit. Just the jacket and jeans. That'd be pretty cool.
Shit.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You
can see them from the boat?
Hell, of course I see him. Come on, we gotta move.
Yeah, there we go. We got some flares now.
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived.
Yep, it is him.
Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
We got him behind us and in front of us. Ow, why are they throwing and hitting me? You wanna shoot him, buddy? Ow. Thought that was the hunter. This guy's terrible aim. Oh my god. They're hitting the hell out of me. Alright, he finally killed that one. Dude, you're missing all your shots.
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold him off, damn it.
I like how they let you move your crosshair and flashlight during the cutscenes. Yeah, except they're just standing right next to me in the light.
Just a little longer, I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Let's get the hell out of here.
That's right. You just keep coming. Come on. Moving sisters are away from the dark.
Alright, I think we're safe, man.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
God, man, I had to lose my gun. Wait, where the hell did he go? We have a thermos behind this sign. It's another one that's kind of well hidden because it's almost in plain sight.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
I hit the wrong button. I was trying to hit. I hit LB to pull out a flare. That's the dodge. I think you can actually kill the smaller ones with the flares. Like the speedy ones that die in 2 hits normally. Jesus, that was close. Oh, right, coming from behind. No, I guess they don't. Oh, hello, sir. Took a little bit to pull the flare out there. Oh shit, he's battle charging. Alright, we good?
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
You're gonna give me the manuscript, or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
God damn it. I don't know if that was the smartest decision.
And he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Now we don't know where Alice is. Let's grab this, though.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Another piece of the puzzle. Saw some paint over here, so before we head forward, let's go and find this chest. Yeah, that hunter, he was an asshole on the ferry, and what do you know, he's an asshole. Just a full-fledged asshole. Alright, let's get out of here. Make it through the woods. Sounds reassuring. How did he run through this, the hunter? Yeah, there's bear traps in this part. They stay lit with the flashlight on them, though. Oh, I almost stepped on that one. There's a can pyramid hidden out here. And another manuscript page. Yeah, here we go. Here's the can pyramid. And we've got a manuscript that's pretty well hidden right here.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Here we go. Oh man, hopefully there's no bear traps. I'm not seeing any. Nope, there's just enemies. That was close. They really tried to ambush me right there. Man, I tried to dodge. They're just gonna keep spawning. So we gotta get the hell out of here. Here we go. The other guy go? Now let's turn this on. should be a checkpoint too. Yeah, thank God. I think we have a thermos right behind here. We have another manuscript page. It's right on the floor here. I'm just gonna see. Here we go. Oh, a hunting rifle. Hell yeah. This thing does some damage.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
That's good. Chainsaw enemy coming up. There's always one in these games. Guess we just move forward here.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, and it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
I'm getting some Tomb Raider vibes here now. Just darkness all over it. We have a chest on this, like, over here somewhere, too. I think it's somewhere up here. Yep, here we go. Get some more flares. I don't know if there's actually a reason to burn the darkness off of this thing. Then again, where am I even supposed to go? I think the plane area was simply just for the chest. Damn, dude, they're so good at throwing stuff. Alright. Taken care of. We got a generator here, thank God. Well, that's perfect timing. The fastest guy spawns the closest. Nope, not A. Jesus. There's a coffee thermos hidden somewhere out here too. Yeah, I can see it. It's on the ridge right there. I think this is where we're headed as well. Let's test out this hunting rifle. I'm pretty sure it's like a one-hit kill on most of these enemy types. Yeah, it just messes them up. I'm gonna try and save the ammo then. This seems stable. I always keep hitting A. Oh yeah, I think this whole I don't even know if that whole thing can actually fall while you're on it. Didn't want to stay on it long enough to find out though. We have a manuscript page coming up. Yep, here we go.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Another one down. Let's get this counterweight out of the way. There's our next manuscript page, too.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
We have another thermos right away, I think. Yep, here we go. I wonder how many flares we can carry. Probably 10. 10 seems like a pretty normal number. Just checking to see if we had any ammo here. Could always use some. What was the max again for ammo? Was it 45 or 50? So it might be almost at the cap for that. What the hell was that? Just darkness doing darkness things, I guess.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't think I fully reloaded that. Big dude's down. We have another really easy to miss manuscript page right here.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
How do I get out of this? There we go. Is that the only enemy here? Seems like it would be like a bigger battle area. I wonder if that barrel actually would have hurt me. Oh, you got two of these guys? Not anymore. I don't know if I would have used my flare at any other points. That might have been a good opportunity to use it. But yeah, I love that their shadow kind of stays there for a little bit before it dissipates completely. Looks kind of cool. Can't carry any more of those. Let's waste 2 flashlight batteries here. Oh, is this our chainsaw guy? Damn, he is huge. What would happen if I used a flare on this guy? Okay, I think it just exposes him to the light a bit. Alright, that was fast. Chainsaw guy's down. Basically just trying to make it through the woods before we end this part, because it's been running for a bit. We're over an hour already, I'm pretty sure. Probably like an hour and a half. Episode 2's a lot longer than episode 1.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Alright, I think this is actually a good point to end part 2 here. We're right about to hit the trailer park. There's still a bit more even after this, for this whole episode in the game. So, episode 2 is a little bit of one of the longer ones. Episode 3, I mean, a lot of the episodes get longer as they go on. So, we're probably going to divide them up like this, because I was thinking maybe doing an episode per part, but some episodes are just going to take a while. So, I don't know how sustainable that's going to be. But yeah, man, the game gets pretty intense. As long as you stockpile some decent ammo, though, you can get through most fights relatively decently enough. The game seems like it's more meant for just like nightmare difficulty play, because the restrictions it adds just kind of make it more survival horror-esque. But they don't let you play on nightmare difficulty right away. But it's still a really enjoyable game nonetheless, because of its story and everything like that. And like I said, the gameplay is really fun. It's just it's not like always just action constantly. So there's like a lot of parts where you're just walking through the woods or talking to people, especially during the daytime sections. But the game just does such a good job building lore. It's very enjoyable. Never gets old either. I can always play this game. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 3.